All right, we are going to talk about the thing that sellers love to say, as is. If you were thinking about selling your home as is, there is a really good chance you are about to leave tens of thousands of dollars on the table. You have to trust me on this. I've been selling real estate in Atlanta for years, and I see this happen more often than I'd like to. Selling as is sounds easy. It sounds stress-free, no repairs, no negotiations, no out-of-pocket cost beyond the purchase price, and sometimes it is the right call. But a lot of sellers make this decision without understanding what it's actually going to cost them. And by the time they figure it out, it's too late. So if you're getting ready to sell, or maybe you're thinking about it and you're trying to decide whether to fix some things or just list it and move on, then watch this entire video before you do anything. I'm going to walk you through the real trade-offs and the strategy that I use with my own clients here in Atlanta to get them top dollar regardless of the condition of the home. My name is Erin Coker. I am a realtor here in Atlanta. Hit that subscribe button to stay ahead of the real estate advice that most people never get. And when you're ready, you can book a call with me personally. The link is in the first line in the description below. Okay, let's start with the pros of selling as is, because I'll be honest, there are some real ones. The first pro is convenience. Selling as is means you skip the whole process of fixing things up before you list. No haggling over repairs during the transaction. No back and forth about what gets fixed, how it gets fixed, who does it, who doesn't do it. You hand over the keys and you're done. For some sellers, that simplicity is worth a lot. Scratched floors, outdated fixtures, old kitchen, all of that becomes the buyer's problem, not yours. And in certain situations, that's the right call. The second pro, speed. When you're not spending weeks or months making improvements, you can get the home on the market faster. And sometimes speed is the priority. Maybe there's a job relocation, maybe there's a financial situation that needs to be resolved quickly. Maybe you've inherited a property and you just need to move it. Selling it as is removes a major step from the process and it gets you to the closing table faster. The third pro, no out-of-pocket cost. Repairs can add up fast, especially in older homes. If you don't have the cash to fund renovations up front, then selling as is takes the pressure off of you completely. You don't have to spend money you don't have, hoping to recoup it on the back end. I recently worked with a seller. She didn't live here. She was trying to sell her family's home and it had sat empty for months. And the house needed real work. She simply wasn't in a position to fund it. So in her situation, selling as is absolutely was the right move for her. It was faster, it was less stressful, and she didn't have to manage a renovation from a distance. Here's where it gets important, and these are the things I want you to know because the cons are real too. The first con, lowball offers. When you label a home as is in a property description, buyers assume the worst and they will price their offers accordingly. Depending on the condition of the home, you could be looking at offers that come in at 10 to 15% below market value, sometimes more. And in Atlanta, when we're talking about homes in the $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 range, that gap is significant and it's not a small number. The second con, buyer hesitation. The moment a buyer sees as is in a listing description, the same question goes off in their head every time. What is wrong with the house? And that question creates hesitation before they've even walked through the door. Some buyers will honestly talk themselves out of scheduling a showing entirely. Fewer showings means fewer offers, and fewer offers means less leverage for you as the seller. The third con, a small buyer pool. Most traditional buyers, they want a move-in ready home, or they at least want to feel like they have some negotiating room. And when they see a home as is, it tells them that you're not willing to negotiate on anything. So what you're left with is a much smaller buyer pool. And honestly, that pool is going to lean heavily towards investors and flippers. And those buyers are specifically looking to buy low, renovate, and profit. they are not going to be motivated. It's not even about motivation. They're not going to pay you top dollar for your home, not anywhere near it. And this is a question that comes up. Well, what if I've never lived in the home? You still will fill out what's called a known latent defects. So you're still disclosing what, if anything, you know about that house. The fifth con are loan restrictions. And this one surprises a lot of sellers. Certain loan types, so our government-backed loans like our FHA and VA loans specifically, have what are called health and safety requirements that a distressed property may not meet. And if your home does not qualify, those buyers can't make an offer and they won't even look at the house because they're not going to be able to buy it. And that's a significant portion of the market that you're cutting off before you even start. So what do you do if selling your home as is still the right move for your situation? Okay, here's the strategy that I use with my own clients. Step one, get a real number. Start with a comparative market analysis. So this is a report that your listing agent will get together for you. What would your home sell for if it was in good condition? What are similar homes selling for in the neighborhood? So similar bedroom and bathroom counts, similar square footage, similar finishes. What are those selling for right now? And that's going to be your baseline. Step two, price out the repairs. Spend a little bit of money, so less than $700, just on a general home inspection before you list. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, but it's honestly one of the most powerful things that you can do for yourself. When you know exactly what's wrong and what it will cost to fix, you can price the home confidently. Here's why that matters. Buyers and investors are going to get estimates on those repairs cost anyway, and they're almost always going to estimate high. When you come in with actual numbers, you take that uncertainty away and you can control the narrative. Step three, price it fairly and let the market do its thing. Take your good condition value, subtract the real cost of repairs, and then price the home accordingly. Not aggressively low, but just price it fairly. I've seen this work really well here in Atlanta. When a home is priced honestly and buyers can see that the math makes sense, you get real competition. And that real competition is how you get above asking offers, even when a home needs work. The sellers who struggle are the ones who either overprice, hoping someone won't notice the condition, or they underprice out of fear and leave money behind. Transparency and fair pricing, that's the formula. And if you're wondering which repairs are actually worth making before you list, if you're open to it, I cover that exactly in my next video. Link is on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you on the next one.